This video is proudly sponsored by Overland Rigged, allowing you to prep, explore and discover.
As well as CG photography, capturing all those special memories in your life.
Good morning everybody. So it's day 2 of us being in the Kwai community campsite. We're exploring the dead tree forest this morning, trying to look out for a resident female leopard. We've seen lots of elephants, hippos and everything like that. The cats and whatnot have somewhat eluded us to this point. Hopefully we come across her this morning. If not, I tell you what, it doesn't take away from being in Botswana. This place is absolutely incredible. Been a bucket list trip of mine, and to be here is just something else. It's incredible. If you're wondering where Tarzan is, I'll just quickly try and show you. Tarzan is doing what Tarzan does best and hanging out of things.
Hello.
Say hello.
Incoming. Hello. Just trying to spot some leopards. Even some game. We heard some noises last night in the dead tree forest, but it doesn't seem like we can see anything yet. But fingers crossed, something comes around. We'll just keep on going for a nice morning drive.
Yeah. So we've just stopped for a breakfast stop. Everyone's having breakfast in the background. Tarzan is over there having some breakfast, because if she doesn't have her breakfast, she goes feral. And I'm in the same car, so I value my life a little bit. But yeah, we've stopped for some breakfast and we'll carry on with the drive after everyone's had some food in them, and then we're good to go again. Just show you guys what we have as a view for our breakfast. Now yes, as amazing as this looks, remember that you are in the African bush. Always have your head on a swivel. These waterways are home to crocodiles, hippos, and the bush is home to lots of things that wouldn't mind making you their breakfast. So still no sign of the female resident. We didn't find the female leopard. But still an absolutely stunning morning here in Botswana. Everything about this place is just magical. You'll probably hear me say that a few times, but it's just incredible. We'll catch up with you guys just now. So we had our little breakfast stop along the river. We've now just driven down a little bit further and we are watching some Ellies in the river. It's quite cool. I'll switch it around and show you guys. Although this was a bit too close for comforts by my standards, as you can clearly see, this was also one experience that I will never forget in my entire lifetime. Seeing a wild elephant approach the vehicle like this and just carry on with its day to day. It's experiences like this where you can come to understand why a lot of people call it Botswana magic. If there's one thing that was becoming very clear about Botswana, was that there were no shortage of water crossings or elephants. Yeah, we came across another short water crossing, although it looked very boggy, so all the recovery procedures and precautions were in place with snatch straps all on hand and ready to pull a vehicle out if it got stuck. One thing that does tend to help is if you do remember to drop your handbrake before going into these things. Thankfully though, this crossing wasn't long and wasn't all that deep. If that were to happen in one of the other crossings, we may have had a problem on our hands. With the day getting on, we headed back to camp to grab some lunch. This is the joy of Botswana. You can go out on a morning drive, come back to camp, have some lunch, go out on another drive later in the day. It's absolutely amazing. Here comes an encounter I don't think Tarzan will be forgetting anytime soon. At the Kwai community campsites, you will find ablutions. Although basic, they do their job just fine. With a basic shower, with hot and cold water. This is just really nice because it allows you to rinse the day's dust right off of you. Then, next to the showers, there is a flushing toilet. And although this had toilet paper every time we needed to go to the bathroom, I would advise bringing your own toilet paper, just because you never know. And you don't ever want to get to the bathroom and then not have that golden roll. With another day coming to a close, what better way to spend it than kicking your feet up in your camp chair and sitting around the fire listening to the African bushveld. With a new day underway, we headed out for another spectacular morning drive to try and see what game we could see, as well as see if we could tackle some more of those infamous water crossings that Botswana has to offer. I was really having a lot of fun with these, although they can very quickly go wrong. Well, excuse the bad hair day. Second crossing, Hilux went through, got stuck, hit it a little bit hard, but he's got no water in the airbox. So he's safe, but yeah, let's give it a bash. Crossings. There's 3 main crossings in Kwai, over the Kwai River, and over some of the tributaries, and this time of year they are quite deep after all the rains. There's a lot of water, so if your vehicle's not prepared, diff breathers, seed nets,
spare air filter, all of that.
Just going through a bit fast as well.
Very hesitant. So Jane over here is a bit busy. We're currently towing Shame, another camping vehicle that came across to cross the water, and they did it a little bit too vigorously, went through the water a little bit too quickly.
His airbox is bone dry, so there's no real stress of a hydrolock where water gets inside your engine, and then that can be a problem. So the engine itself is okay. It's a diesel starvation issue. Somewhere along the line, diesel's not coming through to the car. So it starts if you hand pump the primer pump, then it starts. But once it's gone through all the diesel that's in the primer pump, there's no more diesel coming through. So it's like the pump in the tank, the main diesel pump, isn't pumping. We're not sure if it's a fuse or something else that's let go. But yeah, I'll let Tarzan carry on because I'm busy focusing on trying to tow through these dongers.
Yeah, so we're towing on this dirt road, which seems quite interesting. But yeah, it's also nice to do some of these drives with other vehicles, because if anything comes around, then you know that you are prepared, or someone can at least help you. When we did the water crossings with the 3 vehicles, we had the tow hitches ready, the snatch straps ready, all the shackles ready, so if anything goes wrong and while you're in the water, one can just quickly get the tow rope, hook it on, pull them out, get out of the water as soon as possible. As fun as water crossings are, they're not always the best for the vehicle. So yeah, as we've experienced today. But it's still been a really good day. It's very hot here. We had a nice little lunch stop, and yeah, making our way back to camp, and we'll keep you updated on the Shame on the Hilux and let you know how it goes. But the Navara is doing a pretty good job, so yeah, we'll catch up with you guys.
With another day coming to a close, we headed across to the Chobe side of the Okavango Delta to have some sundowners and just witness what, in my opinion, was probably one of the most spectacular sunsets I had ever seen in my life. Along our drive, we did see some game such as red lechwe and waterbuck, and once again Tarzan and myself do apologize that we couldn't bring these shots to you. We are still starting out, and this whole adventure was filmed on just a cell phone, and not even a top-notch cell phone. We will get better with it as time moves on, we promise that to you guys. However, here is something that we were able to capture. A whole group of hippos wallowing about, enjoying the last few moments of the afternoon sun, before they leave the water in the dark to come onto land to feed, as their diet mainly consists of grass. They have been known to occasionally eat or feed on animal carcasses, but predominantly their diet consists of grass. With light fading fast, the call was made to start heading back to camp. I could have sat here and watched the sun completely disappear. But this is Botswana. You don't want to be moving around too much in the dark. You want to be settled at camp. So we made our way back. Admittedly, if you're someone who cares about your paint job, the road that we took to get here, wouldn't recommend it. However, I am one who does like to look after my vehicle. But the small scratches and stuff that it came back with from Botswana are now just permanent memory markers that I will cherish for as long as the vehicle lives.
So this is our home sweet home, where we have some nice lighting. You said you couldn't have camping and luxury together.
And that is the end of this episode. Please make sure that you guys are subscribed, give us a thumbs up, turn your bell notification on so that you don't miss the next episode, where we take a Makura ride down one of the Kwai tributaries and head back into Maun with some breakages of our own.